Can you bake bread in the air fryer? Yes, you can, and I'm gonna show you how. Hi everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to make the softest air fryer dinner rolls. The secret to how these dinner rolls are so soft, it's called a tangjan. It's basically a roux made with flour and water. I have a little saucepan over here. I'm gonna add a little bit of flour and a little bit of milk and water, and I'm just going to whisk this, and it's gonna get really thick, almost like mashed potatoes. And this is the secret that's gonna make our rolls so soft, so fluffy. It only takes like a minute or so, looking like mashed potatoes consistency. I'm gonna scrape all of this into my stand mixer. And this is pretty hot right now. Just be careful when you're dumping the rest of the ingredients. Don't start with the egg first. You don't want that to like scramble or cook. I'm going to add some sour cream, a little bit of sugar, dump that in, a couple tablespoons of butter that I've cubed. Let's see, we've got some salt. Salt is very important. I'm using bread flour for this recipe. It gives the bread more structure and a little bit more chew to it. If you only have all-purpose flour, still use all-purpose, still make the recipe, it'll still come out great. Our yeast, I'm using instant dried yeast. And then lastly, I'm adding my egg. And then I'm gonna get this hooked in here with my dough hook attachment. So I'm gonna let this go on low speed just until everything gets incorporated, and then I'm gonna increase the speed to medium and let it go for 8 to 10 minutes. And you'll know that the dough is done when it's not sticking to the sides of the bowls. It comes together in a dough shape. All right, the dough is ready to go. Let's lift her up. Make sure you're working on a clean surface. Roughly shape it into a dough, and then I'm gonna put it into a bowl here. I'm using one of our accessories that we have. It's our cake pan accessory. It's perfect for proofing the dough. I lightly greased it. You can use butter, you can use oil spray. I have some plastic wrap, and I'm going to make sure it is completely covered. If you don't cover the dough, it's gonna like dry out and form a skin on the dough, and that's not what you want. This plastic wrap sucks. Use a better plastic wrap. So we've got the basket. We're using the TurboBlaze today. One of my favorite air fryers. It works amazing. Has a proof function, so you can proof dough. How amazing is that? Remove the crisper plate. We don't need that. Place the cake pan with the dough inside the basket, just like that. Turn it on. I'm gonna just press proof and start. So it's essentially the perfect temperature to proof your dough, and it only takes 60 minutes rather than if you left it out on your counter. It's in the winter time here, so it could take up to 2 hours or more. So we're gonna proof this for 60 minutes and then continue on with the recipe. So it's been 60 minutes. The dough has just about doubled in size. The basket, it's not too hot. It's only been 90 degrees in here. I am going to shape it into like a really rough rectangle. I'm gonna cut it into 12 pieces. First cut it into like 3 rectangles. And then I'm going to cut each one into 4. Go in half and then half again. There we go. All right, now we're gonna shape. So, to shape these into really pretty rolls, you gather all of the corners up together, and then you kind of pinch them, and then you're gonna make a C with your hand. Put it on here, and I'm gonna go like in a circular motion really fast. I'm like cupping the dough, and you go pretty fast, and you keep going, and then it forms a perfect little dough. It's completely smooth all around. So I'm gonna continue doing this with all of the remaining. Now we're gonna get the basket ready. I have a little bit of butter that I'm gonna rub on the bottom of the basket. Go a couple inches up the sides too. Now put the rolls in. I like to go 4 by 3. So put them, fairly close to each other, just like that. We're gonna cover them again with plastic. Cover the rolls directly with plastic. And then in we go again for the second rise. Proof, but this time only 45 minutes. And get that going, and then we'll come back. Okay, the doughs, they're like touching each other and they're ready to be baked. So the last step, I'm I'm gonna brush some egg wash all over the tops and kind of go down the sides too. It gets them a really nice deep golden color. And then I have some flaky sea salt. So now these bake, no need to preheat. We're going to pop them in, just like that. Okay, we're going to hit bake. Just drop the temperature to 320 and press start. And then we go. All right, the rolls are done. They look really golden brown and delicious. Then make sure to put a little heating pad. We need to invert these. So the easiest is to take the crisper plate, put it upside down, right on top, and then just go for it. Flip it over, and then they'll flip over like that. I can take these and then just flip them right onto the crisper plate. I recommend to let these rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before digging in. It just helps the rolls just relax for a little bit and they won't be like piping hot when you go in to dig in. One thing I am going to do is just brush them with a little bit of melted butter. The rolls are gonna rest for 15 minutes and then we're ready to dig in. All right. I'm so happy with how these rolls turned out, and they only took 20 minutes in the air fryer. You can see how they pull apart super easily. I mean, if you guys could smell what I smell and taste what I taste, you would be running to go make these right now. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you guys have the confidence to go bake bread at home and make it in your air fryer. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.